You'll never know if something is gonna work or not until you start doing stuff. I learned this when I was living in East London around 2021. I mean, everybody was hit by COVID 19 and we were all forced to stay indoors and shut up. So I was one of those guys who would be indoors almost all day consuming self help content on YouTube. Every video that you know that pumps you up with tons of motivation, I probably know it. I used to watch a lot of Andrew Tate videos, a lot of Vusi Tembekwayo videos, DJ Spoo, and every other motivational guru that is out there. I watched them. I also came across Robert Kiyosaki's content. I think that changed my life a bit mentally, but I still didn't get anything done physically. So, I'm gonna tell you a story that made me realize that no matter how much content you consume, if you still do nothing about it, nothing will change. I can promise you that. So, I'm the person who always has great ideas. People love having conversations with me because I appear to be this ambitious person who has a lot of ideas, who appears to always have great articulated answers to some complicated questions. It just happens naturally. I don't know. Maybe it's a secret skill that I have, but I happen to change people's perspectives without even trying hard. So, I remember that at the time I was staying in this other complex in Southern Road. You know, like there's a lot of people within the complex. Weird, cool, you know, happy, sad, caring, loving, you know, and like all sorts of people. So this other time I was cooking in the kitchen and this other gentleman that walked in, I won't mention his name, he probably knows himself if he's watching this video. He's always busy, he's hustling around East London. As far as I know, he was working for insurance companies, or at least he was a salesman, a very good one. Yeah. So I was telling this guy that, hey man, I've been really like consuming a lot of self help content, and sometimes I feel stuck because I don't really get stuff done, you know. And I have this idea. I want to wash people's sneakers, but I don't know where to start. So the guy just said, that's interesting, actually. I've never thought of that. And yeah, he went on about his life. And then that was it, you know. And I was like in my mind, it's one of those days, telling people great ideas and nothing really happens. Guess what? The following day, the guy came back to me and he was like, man, what he told me yesterday actually stuck in my mind and I couldn't stop thinking about it. I want us to do something about it today. And I'm like, so surprised, like, how are we gonna get it done? And he said, oh, we're simply gonna walk around the building and tell people that we wash sneakers, and whoever is interested, we're gonna take their sneakers and wash them. You know, we could even wash mats. I'm like, okay, that sounds like a great idea. Let's do it. So yeah. One thing about me, when I work alone, I procrastinate a lot. But when there's someone else that is involved in what I want to do, I get motivated and I could do whatever. So that was one of those cases. We went around the building, we knocked, and then we told people that we wash sneakers and mats. And then we got 2 pairs of sneakers and 1 mat on that same day. So I still remember vividly. It was around 5 p.m. So we were busy washing mats, like a mat, or like 2 mats, just 2 mats and 2 pairs of sneakers. Like, the business had just started. We didn't have a business plan. We didn't have anything written down. We just went to people and we told them that we are doing this, and they gave us the stuff that they thought they were problematic and they need solution. And then from that day, we called ourselves AC Solutions. Okay. So we washed those and then we hung them up. 2 days later, they were dry, and then we gave them back to the owners. And then we got our money. So insane. I remember I was so happy that my idea actually turned into money. That was all. It didn't matter how much the money was, but the fact that my idea had eventually turned into money. And then the money actually motivated us. So we set up a strategy that, okay, our business literally at this point will not survive without us going to people. So the strategy is that we're gonna set up an hour every Sunday and go door to door, knock to people's houses, tell them that we wash sneakers and mats, you know. And then we did exactly that. It was much easier because the guy he has a car, so he didn't mind driving around because we are trying to start a business. And I take the loan, and I also helped with like digital material. Like we instantly created what do you call business cards, even though they were not like of good quality, but we created like smaller business cards so that people could call us and reach out to us on WhatsApp. So we created those, printed them out using the money we received on our first gig that we had. And then that's it. So every Sunday we would go out and hustle, knock door to door. And even though it was so difficult, so a day we would get about like 2 to 3 businesses, because it was extremely difficult for people because they don't know us, they don't trust us. But every time we go out, we would get at least one business. I don't know if I'm using the right term, but I was looking for the word job. So we would at least get one job done. Either a person gives us their sneakers or a person gives us their mat. And then along the way, during the process, while we were like doing all this knocking and telling people that we are washing sneakers and mats, people started asking, don't you guys clean mattresses? Don't you guys clean couches? Don't you guys clean car seats? And we were like, okay, they have a point. Actually, that's an idea. So we started adding to our services. Remember, initially we were cleaning sneakers, and then we thought of adding mats. And then people suggested, because now they had more problems than the ones that we solve. Then we thought we could invest in buying a machine and then, start cleaning couches as well. We did exactly that. So we eventually made enough money, and then we bought a machine that we would use to clean couches, to clean mats, to clean mattresses and everything. During the process, nothing was planned. The initial plan was just to wash sneakers, and then during the process everything just unfolded, and we just saw stuff like filtering in, coming in. And I was really surprised. It was my first time starting a business, running it, and see it growing like that. To a certain point where we're even like giving ourselves salaries now, because like we invested enough, and then to a point where we felt like, okay, maybe let's just motivate ourselves and give us a little bit of what we are making. And now we grew into a point where we had one employee. Oh man, that process was really, really nice. I actually enjoyed it. So we had one employee. We hired her each and every time we had a job, for her to wash the couches, for her to wash the mattresses. She would always motivate us. She was actually a bit older than us, a middle-aged lady, but she had like dreams. She would always say she wants to drive a big, nice SUV, and put all her family members in it. And I was like, oh my word, this is just another thing I never thought of, But along the way, unfortunately, like people have differences and stuff, so we ended up losing her as well. So of course, like business is dynamics, and at some point we disagreed and we lost her. So we ended up outsourcing our services. I mean, like if we wanted to employ someone, we would go to the freelancers that are always like along the road. I remember there are ladies that are always standing in like next to soccer flats in East London. They are always ready to clean and do whatsoever. So we would go there and then ask one lady to come help us. So we would give her transport and lunch money, and we'll get the job done. That taught me a lot about business, even though it didn't go as successfully as I thought it would be. Of course, it was our first business, so I kind of anticipated that it wouldn't really grow to where we want it to be. But the lessons that I've learned through running that business was so magnificent. Oh my word! I'm glad that I thought of using this big word. They were really, really vital, and I'm still implementing them today, till this day. That nothing will ever happen, or you will never know if something is gonna work or not until you get stuff done. Same applies to what I'm doing now. I've just started a YouTube channel, and I don't know if this YouTube channel is gonna work or not, but I'm in the process. I decided to start doing it. I'm trying a lot of different things. Some of my other videos are completely, I don't show my face, but I narrate some stories behind the scenes and then show visuals. Some get good views, some don't, but that's not what I'm focusing on now. Actually really focusing on pedaling. I love surfing as well, but I'm not as a great surfer. I think I'm just average. I love surfing just to clear my mind, to find something to focus to while I'm not in front of the screen or while I'm away from my phone. And I heard someone saying, if you want to be a great surfer, don't focus on the outcome, focus on surfing. So me making this video, I guess I'm focusing on videoing myself. I'm focusing on what I need to do best, for the outcomes to be out there, for the outcomes to be great. So I don't know who needs to hear this today, but I just thought of putting it out there that only you will see change when you start doing something, and if it doesn't work, you can still change it and do something else. So this is what I'm doing. I'm shooting videos, I have a YouTube channel, and I'm always gonna post videos here. If it doesn't work, I'll do something else. It's simple. So I've decided to be easy on myself. I've decided to be my best friend. I've decided to stop comparing myself with others, because I want to get more action done. And when I compare myself with others, it means that there will be no action, because I'll be overthinking and say, I'm not good enough, I don't have anything to say, I don't have equipment. As you can see, I'm using my iPhone to shoot this video now, but one day is one day. I'll keep improving. I know that if this is the right thing for me to do, things will unfold, just like the business we ran. We didn't have any fancy thing, but we just decided to start, and things fell into place as we were progressing. I hope you find this video helpful, and I hope you have a blessed day. Please hit the subscribe button, and if you have any comment, you are more than welcome to leave it down. And also smash that like button so that the algorithms could keep sharing these videos to the like-minded people like you. I really appreciate your attention, and I'll see you in the next one.